Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and today I've got another great video for you in Revain token. Now Revain is not like your normal pump, dump, shite, meme, insane token. It is actually a fundamental token that aims to give authentic, organic and pretty honest reviews using AI technology and rewarding users that review crypto wallets, exchanges, ICOs and all cool stuff like that, which we'll show you on the website. Now Revain's taken a bit of a pump and it is a trending token at the moment and a lot of people are talking about it on the socials. So it only made sense here at Crypto Ripto we'd do a full review for everyone that subscribes to me or can be bothered to watch it. So if you want to know more about Revain token and whether its all important price chart action is showing us that whether we should invest or not, stay tuned and let's get into the video. Welcome. So before I start today's video, we'll do the usual. Anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. I'm no financial advisor. No, this bad boy is here for your educational purposes only. So with that being said and with the waffle being out of the way, let's jump into the percentage on CoinMarketCap of Revain token. Boom. Well, as you can see here, Revain's had a little bit of a pump by 15.63%. Now, this is pretty much in line with the way the altcoin, the crypto markets go at the moment. We're seeing steady growth and we're seeing people get a bit more greedy and euphoric within the market space. But why Revain? Well, Revain just seems to be one of them tokens that's trending. It has had a lot of news that it's trying to launch a lot of different things to review a lot of stuff out there in the crypto space. But not only that, it's trying to take on a lot of other businesses as well, which I'll show you briefly on the website in a second. But just looking at price action percentage with this gain of 15.83%, you can see pretty much over the last day, it had a bit of a pump, it retraced, and now it's sort of creeping up from its bottom area that it's been on 0.0144 cents, which basically nearly is a free token. It's like a 1 cent token, isn't it? And this was trading at its highs at about, I believe 40 cents, but we'll have a look at that in the price chart action. But as you can see, if you go over to CoinMarketCap, because obviously you always do your own research, you can go over there and have a little look at what this price percentage has been. Obviously, we've got the 24-hour here. We've got the high and low over the last month. You can see obviously 006 up until what it is today. So it is actually at its highest. So we might see a bit of a retracement and an all-important entry level. But from percentage-wise, it is looking at people have acknowledged Revain's here and are getting pretty bullish on it. So let's jump into Revain's website. Boom. So as you can see, we're on Revain's website and straight off the bat, it's got a search box pretty much similar to Google. Now you can type any company or wallet or something you're looking at interest for in there and it'll bring up a search result. You'll pick the actual product that you're looking for and you'll get a whole load of cool reviews. So before we come around, we'll just do this quickly. So say for instance, I'm looking to use a wallet. So if I go MetaMask, you can see MetaMask comes up there. Now I'll click that and what it'll do is it'll bring back the MetaMask wallet. Now it'll say the MetaMask is 169 reviews, very good, 4.2. And down here it'll give you a whole load of list of the people that have left the reviews, what star rating and why, and you'll see a full review on that. So that's pretty much what it does, but on a whole host of cool other things. For instance, obviously, like I said, it's got other things on there like the bank. It's got stuff on there about ICOs, wallets, exchanges. It's just got a lot of cool other stuff on there. Now you can go in and also click the categories and it'll tell you down there. It's got finance, the crypto projects, exchanges, wallets. It's got investors, venture capital funds, etc. E-commerce. It's got a lot of stuff out there about mobility, office equipment, and it's got a room for the other as well. Now, if we just click back one quickly, because I don't want to dwell on the website too much, because you can always jump over there, have a look at this for yourself, and then also see how you think these reviews go. But for me, it is a pretty cool. And also down here, you can say a lot of it's for company, for users, and it'll tell you all about. So their partners, the reviews on the blockchain, the company information, and also just here, it's got a lot of their socials. If you also go on there, it will tell you like Revain inside. It's got our team, it's got their partners, so you can see the team behind it. So they're very transparent. You know, they're not trying to hide. There's no going to be no honeypots, rug pulls, because this is already done. But you can see who's sort of behind this token. See all their LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, the CFO, the CEO. I believe they're a Russian team, and they've got a lot of cool stuff going on. So let's jump into their socials quickly now and see what are people saying on the social platforms about Revain. Boom. So here we go, straight into Twitter. Now, I'll just pull this down a little bit so you can see sort of like the top band here. And you'll see that it's got 18.7 thousand followers. It's got a little bit of information on there about what they do. It's got a little bit of engagement, and you know, it's got some kind of reward systems. It's telling you about the features and what are these companies, and get more rewards if you write reviews for these companies, and it'll just tell you get rewarded for that. So their Twitter's not really where people go on to shill it or to get super excited. It pretty much tells you a lot about what's happening with the token, how the token benefit you and reward you, and what's also going to be going on with what they've got coming up and launch. Now, jump into the Telegram quickly, and we'll view it in Telegram. And as you can see, if I just move it across, and as you can see on their Telegram, it has got a big online following of 9,523. It's got 507 people online. It is really active. If I just pull this up, it's got a lot of stuff going on. People chatting, saying, I have news of the listing, the new exchange reviews. It's got the community in there saying, I think there's something going on with the blog site, etc. But you can go over there, go over to the website, have a look for yourself, do a bit of research, you know, look at the pinned messages, look at the website, look at the reviews. And if you think, oh yeah, you know what, I would use this. This is actually a cool little project. Then it might be worth investing in for you. Again, not financial advice. I just want to bring you some of the new hottest trends, hottest tokens that are getting a lot of momentum, and they get a lot of trending kind of euphoria at the moment. So with that being said, we looked at the website, the price percentage, their Telegram, their Twitter. You can sort of get a feel for this and what it is about. We told you about the reviews and what you can look upon. So before we leave you, hopefully you're finding this video super knowledgeable and informative. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, tickle that bell notification, because it really does help the channel. So we're going to go into that all important price chart action now and see where the price is it worth investing, what key areas to look out for, and where we see the price going on Revain. Boom. So here we go. So here's the price movement at the moment. And this has been, you can see here, it's been all the way from like August and all the way through from the 4th, where it was pretty much flatlining. This was the bottom area here. And then from really about August the 7th, 8th, he started taking a nice steady incline, had a bit of an ultra volume pump, and obviously retraced, went on a bit of a sideways action, had more ultra volume pumped into it, which is what's happening now. And now it's going back onto the uptrend, and it's getting sort of like momentum. If we pull this down to here, at around about 0.17 cents. Now, this for me is the absolute bottom here, this little retracement and it's just literally finding its where it's bottomed out and it's taking its U-turn, because we're looking at the 4-hour chart. But if I zoom out quickly and you can have a look when it was at its peak, it was, like I said, pumping and trading all the way up at like 4 cents. So if it was to get where it got before, and maybe even higher at 5, we're looking at a 4 to 5x from here just off the bat. So for me, what do I look at this price action here? Well, I think there is a lot happening with this. If it does pick up momentum in the bull market, I could see it either get rejected here and it can fall back down to maybe touch these levels here around about the 0.102. But for me, I'll be looking for it to maybe get a retracement here, drop down to probably these levels here, and maybe take a bounce up, because obviously we had a lot of strong buying action around here, and maybe then it'll take a bounce, retest this again, put it through, put this resistance into support. But we obviously want to see this climb all the way up to where its sort of all-time highs were. And if it was to do that from sort of the price action where it is now, we're looking at a healthy 197%, which is pretty good. So even if I only put a little bit of money in, for me, my little bit of appetite is probably between $500 and $1,000. I'll be looking to take profits out every time I double my money and then leave my original profit in there. And then if it moonbags, it moonbags. If it don't, it don't. But I think from the moment that we're looking at with the fact that it is actually moving from the bottom and testing this area here where it was a lot of support back in the day here on the big crash that we know that happened in May, it has hit them kind of levels now. So for it to pick up momentum, it is going to look to maybe test old ground, higher highs. Now, it is on an uptrend, as we can see here. If we take it from here to here, you can see it is going on an uptrend. It has a few retracements, but it is genuinely going up. And it is putting in sort of like higher lows here. And if we ignore this bit of a spike here, it is putting in higher highs. So that's what we like to see on an uptrend. We like to see everything higher highs, higher lows, because you know then if you put a little bit of money in here, you're obviously going to see growth for it to get up to these retracement areas. But let me know what you think in the comments below. So if you think this is a good investment, whether you think it's good to put money into it, and you can pretty much easily double your money. And if you think of $100 to doubling your money, you left 100 in there, then you've got another 100 to play with for the next token. Or you could split it between two tokens. As we know, we're in the early stages of the next bull run, and we always say we think the blow off top is going to be towards the end of the year, beginning of next year. So everything we do now is still relatively early, because you can see even when the market has absolutely fell out its arse and all the extreme fear was in, it wasn't that further down. So we're looking trading around these areas here, and we're only just seeing the green shoots now. So everything's looking positive for this token. But like I said, let me know what you think. If you think that's going to happen, if you think it's at the bottom and it's about to shoot up and it's worth an investment. Obviously, we like constructive criticism and good feedback on this channel. But for me, I think this is one to pretty much look at, put on your radar, weigh up the pros and cons. I'm not giving you financial advice to say jump into it. I'm just thinking, let's get away from the main shite tokens a little bit. Let's put in a little bit more diverse of our portfolio. Say, for instance, you've had a lot of money in ADA. ADA's hitting its all-time highs. Maybe just take a little bit of profit. Don't cash out of all of it. I mean, you might not be in ADA. This is just an example. And put a little bit of profit into early projects. This is what I did. I made an absolute ton of money on ADA. I've left money in there because I still think ADA's probably going to be floating around a $5 token. And we've said this all the way back from last year. But the few thousands that we've took out of ADA, we're splitting between early tangible projects. Like I've put into ABBC, put in the bit to Revain, and a few others that I'm going to start talking about throughout this kind of beginning stage of the bull run. But as always, on Crypto Ripto, we like to say, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.